Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Like I told you earlier, we'll be discussing series of software, how you can utilize them over here. But today we are going fast into streaming software. Streaming software, how you can broadcast your audiovisual outside here using some simple software. But we'll start first with the OBS. So let's launch into the OBS. Stay tuned. How to broadcast your audio and your what and your video. Just simple. So I'll take you at the first place how you can download the software and how you can also set up the software and how you can go live from the software. Just stay tuned with me. If you have not subscribed to this YouTube channel, do what? Click the subscribing button below. Click the subscribing button below and let's roll on with it. So let me get to my system on TV. So for you to work on the OBS, number one, you have to download the OBS. The OBS is a free version that you can use to broadcast. That's why I like it so much. But the only limitation that OBS is giving is that you can only stream to one channel at a time. You can only stream to one channel, but due to how people have tricked something at the back end, there's a way we can work it out for you to stream into multiple channels using the OBS free package. So I'll also be doing this in the subsequent video. You can check that one out. I'll put the link to that section under this video. So let's learn to getting the OBS. So you can just search it on Google. It will bring to you this the OBS. So depending on your system bit. So for my own system, we are using Windows. So I will just click Windows automatically. This one will get me the latest version of the OBS. Okay, immediately you click that link, you automatically get another page giving you the information that thank you for downloading OBS Studio, while you will see the video downloading over this section. So let's wait till the stuff download finish. Okay, so the OBS has fully downloaded. So the next thing we need to do is to go and locate it under the download folder where it downloads to and to install it. And I forgot to mention it to you that before you can broadcast this type of section of what we are doing, which is audiovisual, you have to have both the laptop, the PC, and the phone or a camera. I will explain that one in details well after we are done with the OBS section. The package of this is you can okay, let me simply explain this. You can stream from your phone directly to social media platform like Facebook, like YouTube, like Instagram, irrespective of that one. But for that kind of a streaming, there's restriction, there's limit to content that you can put on your visual that is going out. You can only put your visual content and limited graphics on it. But if you want to maneuver things, you want the template of the design interface to look professional enough, you want it to have some of the details that you thought of putting there. Maybe you want to be placing graphics, you want to bring motion, text, and the like. Definitely, you need a streaming software. And that is what most of this platform is giving for you to stream. You can use a streaming encoder, or you can use your mobile phone directly. You can use direct method of the streaming encoder. So for that purpose, we are using system and phone or camera for this section. But basically, we'll not be using camera in this section. I'll also explain the camera in another video. But for basically this section, we are using the phone, the mobile phone, and the system. How you can turn your phone to a mobile phone to connect as your camera to your PC. So now let's jump back to the system. The moment we've downloaded the software, the next thing is to locate the software under the okay, this is my OBS. What you just need to do is just to double tap on the OBS. It will ask you the question you want to allow. Click yes under that section and go ahead. So as it pop up, so the next thing is to go to the next section. Yes, next. This is showing the install folder where it want to install to. You click install. Okay. So where it install the software. Okay, while that one is installing, like I said previously, we are turning our phone as a camera to this. But in this section, I'll be explaining how the we can set up the interface ready for broadcast. For the conversion of the phone to system as a camera, we'll be using IV Cam, which is developed by E2E Soft, which you can convert your phone to a camera. You just have to install the app on the phone and also install the software on the system and connect them. You have multiple way by you can connect them. You can connect them on wireless base. They must be on the same network, and you can also connect them together using USB cord being attached to your phone. You can use that one to connect. But in some cases, you might not be able to use the cord because it's rare before you can get a long cord that can take the length of what you. But if what you want to do is just a short distance, definitely you can use your cord. That one will not be lagging, because if the network is not strong when you are working on wireless base, you'll find that your video is lagging to your audio, and you don't want that one for your broadcast. So it's better you work on cord but quality network, then you can work on that one. That one will serve you better because you'll be mobile. Your camera you can take it to any length that you want it to be. So far they are still on the same network and your network is okay, the video will not be lagging with the audio. So let's go back to the OBS. That's done. So we are selecting that it should launch immediately. We fit it. So let's see how the interface looks. Okay, this is how it will first appear the moment you open it for the first time. This one is telling you that it wants you to set it up. What is the purpose why you want to be using OBS? What are the things? It wants to check your network rate also, the network that you are using. So now it's asking me that did I want to optimize it for streaming and recording, because with OBS you can also use it while you are using it for streaming to social media platform. You can also use it for what? You can also use it to record a program. Maybe you package it, it's not going live immediately, so you can use it to record it, or probably it's even going live. You can also record why it's even going live. So that is what you can use the OBS for. So for this purpose, I'll be selecting primarily is to optimize it for streaming, why the secondary option will be on record, because the major thing I want to be using it for is for streaming. It's still giving another option that I want only to be using it as virtual camera. Virtual camera is the sense that for what I'm mixing on this interface, I want to use it as a camera source for another software. So if that be the case, you can always select this. But if I select the first option, I can also later on select this within the software. So that is why I'm not restricted. So I can go by selecting the first one and click the next. So now it's telling me that what is the frame, the resolution that I want to consider. The resolution, okay, let me quickly explain this. On the layman, the resolution is just telling you that what is the frame size, how wide, how high do you want your visual to be, and the higher the value of your resolution, the better the quality outside there, but the more network you will need to broadcast is that. Maybe I will take a section to explain the upload and download rate of your network. That one will make you to understand better what I mean under that section, because you don't want to be broadcasting at high resolution while your network is just little like this that it can't move it. You just find out that people that are watching your video at the back end, they are not enjoying it because the stuff will be lagging at the back end of it, and you don't want that one to happen. So it's better you cut your code according to your size based on your network. But let's forget that one. Let's go back to the software. So now we can select, for my own purpose here, my network is okay, so I will not be selecting lesser version. So but if you click the drop down menu, you can see other options that we have here. You can even use the, okay, let me go for 12720. Okay, let me select the highest one here and let's see. So I'll be working with 60 per 30 foot per second of 18. So let me click next. So for the purpose of this, I'll be streaming to Facebook. So I'll be taking Facebook at this moment. So Facebook Live. So it will require me to put the stream key for every of the platform that I want to stream to, either the YouTube, either the Facebook, either the Instagram. They will always provide you with stream key. Stream key is what you now put inside this section for you to be able to log in. So let me go to my browser. Facebook. Okay. So I would like to stream it to my page and not my profile. I like streaming my content to page because it gives me wide range of audience compared to my profile. So this is my page actually on Facebook. So what I just need to do is to what I just need to find, this is my page. What I just need to look for over this page is to go to the live video. So immediately I click the live video, it will load to bring the interface. So when you check over here under your Facebook live for the live video, you are seeing two options, which is go live or create live events. But for the purpose of this, I will go straight away with the go live because I want to broadcast immediately over now. We can see the difference. They said the go live by yourself or with others. Go live now or automatically within 24 hours. So, and also interactive tools to keep your audience engaged. So that is for the go live. For the create live video event, people can respond to your event. Your live video will be available in more places. Will remind you about your event. It might be that it might be a pre-recorded video or something that you want to shoot as event. Probably you set up the date that the event will be going live. So for the purpose of this one, we are going live immediately. So let me click go live. So it will bring an interface for me where I'll be able to set up what is going live. But what I'm majorly particularly over here now is the stream key, which I want to use for the purpose of the OBS. So when you scroll, let me close these tips that is given over here. So when you check here, you see the stream key. So this is the stream key that I'm after. So I'll copy the stream key and go back to my OBS. So I'll position my stream key over here by just pasting it. Okay, so I'll click next. Another way around, you can also get your stream key by clicking on this place. It will process you to log in your Facebook. So by so doing, you'll be able to get access to the stream key. But for my own purpose here, I've already achieved logging my Facebook on my Chrome on my browser. So that's why I'm utilizing that one for this purpose. So click next. So you want to test your bandwidth, that is your network, the data that you are using for your video. So I'm allowing you to test it. So while we are testing, is trying to evaluate your network towards the resolution that you've chosen for the video. Okay, so after I process it, you can see it's giving us a feedback that the Facebook Live, the program has been determined that this explanation are good for you. So this is the ideal format that is given. The video bitrate is 1.5, but I will advise you on the long run. I will show you where you edit this video bitrate. If you are working with 1.5, 1.5 will give you highest quality. The video will be bright, clean, and neat. But you always have issue probably when you are streaming in an area where your network is not good. You always be having problem with it. So I don't advise setting the video bitrate on 1.5 because if your network is not that strong, but if your network is okay, you are good to go with this 1.5 bitrate. But most of the other, I used to advise people to probably drop the bitrate to something around 400, 500, depending on the network. Some even I used to set it up to 300 or 250, depending on the network. That one does not say the output will not be okay, but you can't compare the output of 300 bitrate to 1.5. It will always be different based on your network rate. That is what we'll calculate for us to set up the bitrate for you. So we can see the streaming encoder is the software that you are using. Analyze the FPS is 30, which is what I choose initially. You can see the output resolution now. I'm selecting the input resolution of 920 by 1080. It's giving 1024, sorry. So it's giving me the output scale of resolution that will be going out based on the network that I calculated now is 852 by 480. So if I'm checking the output on the long run on outside, the person that is viewing it, definitely the resolution will still be okay. But when you take the output to a bigger screen, when you are taking on phone or the laptop, the quality will be okay. But when you take to bigger screen, maybe like TV or like, the quality may be a little bit downward. But nevertheless, the quality, the quality of the taste of what you want will definitely be there. So that is the way I can explain that one to you. So let's click apply this setting. So after we've applied this setting, the interface that you'll be seeing at first will be the this is the way the OBS is looking at. So let me expand it to full my screen. So we can see some section, but if you check the screen here, I'm only seeing a black thing in front of me showing one screen. So the first thing I always recommend that let's work with two screens. This software provides us with two screens such that we can have the preview and we can have the program. Preview is the section where you set up what you want to go live, while the program section is what is already on the live section. Either you're already transmitting or you are not transmitting yet, what is already live. So the perfect way to do that one is just to come to this studio mode. Studio mode is just a virtual studio being set up for your own system, whereby you can mix everything together before you shoot it up to go outside. So let me click the studio mode. I'm seeing through preview in front of me now from the studio mode version, which you have the preview, which is the scene. Like I said before, it's just for you to set up what you want to make to go live, while the program section is what is already going live. So let me start from the top side here. I don't majorly deal with most of the thing here except during the setup section. So advantage of OBS is that so far you've set it up once, even if you uninstall the software from your system, so far you did not uninstall the setting and other preference with it. So when you are installing the new one or you are installing another OBS another time, the previous setting you have already on your system will automatically pop up with it. So most time I rarely touch on this one, but let me just talk to over this one. Like you already know what file is all about. Probably you have some setting that you want to import. You have some of the show that you want to record. You want to show some of the recording that you've done. Anything that related to filing, so that's what is under this place. We have the edit section, is just the normal copy paste, which I can do on shortcut level on down. Or your arrangement also, how you can order them, how you can transform things maybe to fill the screen, or you want to compress it, anyhow you want to do it. So that is under that section. We also have the view. The view is some of the bar, some of the scene, some of the features that is showing on the screen that you are not seeing there. You can bring them out under the view section. We also have the dock. The dock is all these things that are being arranged under here. So probably one of the section you may mistakenly remove one of the section and you are not seeing it on the screen. You can quickly bring them out under the dock section here. We have the profile. We have the scene. Scene is just, you can create section by section. Scene in the sense that you can create, probably let me say I used to stream 5 programs per day. I can create scene for each of the 5 programs, so that it will not be that every time I have to be modifying things. So far there is a template scene for all those 5 programs. I will just know that by the time I'm shooting up any of the program, I will just automatically just switch to that scene. So you can create scene, you can duplicate it, you can import scene, and you can export scene. So we also have other tools that are being used. These tools I will explain that one later on, the advanced mode of it. But you don't, as a beginner, you don't need that one for now. So let's go to this section. What you see over here is just a transition, how you move what is on your left hand side to your right hand side, which is how you move what is on the preview section to the program section. So by a fast miss, the way you can just do it is just to click the transition. Nothing is here, so that's why it's not transiting anything. When I put something here, you will see why it's going like that. So here you set the way it will mix the video out, that will make it to go out. Probably you want it to cut it, you want it to fade it, or you want it, that is how you set up the what we refer to as transition, the way it will blend with it. And that way, if you don't want to use a button method, you can also use is it scrolly button, I will call it now, to fade it off into each other. So I can always set it up maybe to fade it to black, and always use transition to move it over. Another thing is that we find there under the dock is the scene section. Like I said, scene is just supposed to create different segments for your program. You can put different scene with different content or different interface. Let's assume my own personal system now, I use it for commercial sake. If I'm working with team A, I can have a scene for that team A. I can have a scene for team B, team C, and the likes. So anytime I'm just dropping my system to go broadcast from there, I will always switch to the scene based on the person I'm broadcasting for at that moment. Another section that we see here is source. This is where the most work comes in for the beginners. So you have to set the you have to pick source of what you want to show per the scene. So for now example, let me create a new scene over here, and let me tag it as my first broadcast. Okay, so under the first broadcast, for the source I need to choose my visual, my audio, some of the graphics that I want to put in. This is where I want you to listen attentively, because this is the major thing that you have to set up your interface. So at first I need a camera source. How do I get my camera source? Like I said at the beginning of the video, the camera source that we'll be using is IV cam. So let's stop this section here. Join me in the next episode while we switch to the camera section. Well, we'll download our IV cam, set up our IV cam, and we'll switch back to OBS. I don't want you to miss any of this section, because at the end of it all, you understand why it gets as it be.